to talk to our lovely guest today here in studio, Chef. Welcome to Delicious City.
Super stoked to be here with you guys. Thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate you coming on for sure. I was kind of playing around with Marissa just a couple seconds ago about how when I came down to Philly, like this is talking about 2012, like your name was everywhere. It was like it was like the whole Vetri crew, like you guys were expanding like crazy. It was you, obviously Mark had holding down Vetri. You were holding down.
I was, that was incredible, transition for the company and my position being new back home, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like Spence over at Amise.
Yeah, Spence, Brad Spence.
I was kind of
that name in a moment.
Getting, schooled and trained by Jeff Michaud at Osteria so that he could go off and do some of the pizzeria projects and some of the stuff. And then that just got bigger and bigger, especially with the whole urban deal and exciting times.
How many years were you in the Vetri circle before
the Vetri family.
Before the urban deal?
Before the urban deal. So I got there in like 2011. Previously Del Posto alumni.
That's right. I totally forgot about that, bro.
I was there in the last couple months with Nick Kennedy and Ladner was foot up my ass all the time. I was just, stupid little extern and, but here I am now. So with Vetri family, all in all, like 7 years. So 2011 to most of 2017. I think the acquisition was like 2016. So yeah, quite a bit of time.
Wow.
Nice.
That was the first round, then Vegas round.
And you were part of opening Vegas as well too.
Got a phone call when I was living out in Boulder, Colorado, that they had something exciting new in the mix. Maybe I'd be interested. I was, chefing out there, really awesome, full animal butcher shop restaurant. Then I went out with another all-star cast to go open up Vetri Vegas, which included Amanda Schulman and a couple other folks.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. That's
when Amanda had, Amanda started just as, working for free at Vetri, right? Like just to gain experience.
As from what I can understand and what I remember, is she was a journalist.
She was a journalist, yes.
Or she was studying to be a journalist at Penn.
Yeah. She was
she did a piece on Vetri.
Yep.
And they said, well, the best way to understand this is to come in and, check it out. And I think that just like clicked for her. And she was like, well, I'm going to graduate from Penn, but I'm going to become a cook.
Yeah, exactly.
And
sorry, mom and dad. Appreciate the $200,000 education.
But
then she
obviously
became the cook.
Obviously worked out for her.
Yeah.
Yes, totally.
And everyone that knows Amanda even a little bit can see that light immediately. Like she's just going to get it.
Yeah.
And she did.
She's so bright, man. Yeah, she's so freaking. I remember the first time I interviewed her on Chef Radio and I was like, it doesn't matter what this girl does. She's going to just rock it.
Yeah. We saw that right off the rip, in Vegas. She just came in like a steamroller. It was like, you boys, listen to me.
Did you work on the property that's in the Palm?
Was in the Palm.
Okay. Wait, is it not there anymore?
No, they transitioned. They actually sold that. The Fertitta brothers sold that during COVID to another group. And then I guess, Mark made a decision that it wasn't the best fit, the best, whatever. I'm not going to speak for him, but they are no longer, I believe, in the Palms. But they do have a few more locations, more out west, closer to Summerlin and Durango, Osteria Fiorella, which I also helped open that during COVID.
Because that's where we went after our wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My husband and I ran out to Vegas and went to the
stunning dining room. I mean,
it's
gotta
beautiful.
Be kidding me.
Yeah. And they have like Andy Warhol's as soon as you come inside.
There's Damien Hirst in the foyer.
Yeah.
There's, real cobblestone from Philadelphia in the walkway.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. I mean, they did it.
Where did they steal that from? Old
Probably
City?
one of these streets like Blacktopped. I don't know.
I was wondering where all these holes in the cobblestone around Chestnut Street.
That's in the Palms.
I mean, my entire house as a kid was covered in that stuff too, because my dad worked on those streets.
No kidding.
Oh yeah.
You take a couple in your backpack every day.
Throw them in the back pickup truck.
There you go.
I just like that we went all the way out to Vegas and went to Vetri for dinner after our wedding.
Yeah.
It just felt right.
That's
the right
special.
thing to do.
Yeah, real Philly girl.
Well, it's interesting how Vegas also, like, it's no longer just Las Vegas. Like, the towns around there have incredible casinos, like Henderson, Nevada. You mentioned, what do you say, Durango?
Durango, Summerlin, which is technically like a community, but it's not. It's its own little, its own little town outside the city. Yeah. We're talking like off the strip. We're talking like 8-9 miles off the strip.
Because that's where all the locals are. Like everybody who lives there and works there.
That's true. That's
Is
true.
there,
It is very much like community based.
I worked for a company, Fido Irish Pubs, for a while, and
I think I got thrown out of there once.
Probably. And they
twice.
they were in, I forget what casino it was, but it's in Henderson. And a couple of my buddies stayed. I left the company and moved to New York, and a couple of my buddies helped open that one. And you get your paycheck on Friday, and then they have a wheel that you get to spin, and it's like 2 free beers, $20 in free slots.
Play.
They're trying to get you to spend.
Yeah.
It's such a wicked thing to do, but they're literally trying to get you drunk on your payday so you can bring that money and deposit it right back into the casino.
Yep.
Is that the same take that you do in Ambler? A little spin at the end, like staff meal or $20.
Right. We're a little bit more quiet about our illegal gambling.
Got it. Got it.
I mean, maybe not quiet anymore.
That's for the back. That's for the walk-in.
Yeah.
Blow it up. Well, tell us about the spot in Ambler.
So Tricini Bar and Cucina in Ambler was our first as a me stepping out of other people's companies and kind of taking a stab at it ourselves. So we were living in Boulder, Colorado, like I said, and my wife and I were like, we love it out here, but there's like 3 things missing. Like, we're gonna have to start a family. We need support from our family, and they're all back East Coast. We frankly can't afford to buy a house out here. So what are our options?
Yeah.
And 3, if you're really serious about starting your own restaurant, you're probably going to be most successful in an environment where you kind of know a little bit more. You know people, you have infrastructure, you have some resources to check in with. So check the box. So we moved back in 2019 and we found a space. My business partners and I, family business, they were really stoked on it. And then, the world got flipped upside down for a little while. So
I remember that.
We were trying to make this deal happen, and funding went through, and finances were all a mess, and banks were giving us the runaround. But we finally landed, got the keys in 2021.
Yeah, it took you a while. I remember
June of 2021.
We got talking to you about that.
Yeah.
It was like just dragged it out.
But it's the first desegregated schoolhouse in Montgomery County. So the building itself was built in 1860, and half of it's like original stone.
Oh, wow.
No one knew it was there. So it was a 4 or 5 month project that turned into 11.
That sucks. I don't love that.
Love the look.
I love when you pull the walls down, pull the flooring up. Blue Hill Sushi or Bakery in New York, they literally found an entire oven in the basement. And they went from one concept, they turned into a bakery. It was a built-in oven.
If you find that, you got to roll with it. You can't you can't ignore that.
Yeah.
It's one of those ovens that you need the 20-foot peel for.
Yeah, it's like
built into the foundation.
Yeah, it's like the guys down on 9th Street that got those. Like Sarcones has one of those in the basement. You can't replicate that.
No.
Anyway, so while that was happening, we're building this out, and we were nervous that it wasn't going to get open. So we were like, we might need to try to find something else. So we put our feather in another hat, and we ended up landing a spot in Cape May as well. So within 2 months in 2022, we opened up Tricini, and we took over Oyster Bay in Cape May. And that was a family-run business from friends of ours, and they were just looking to retire. And we were just like, let's just open it as it is.
So just kind of turnkey.
And then over the last 4 seasons, we're going into our 5th summer now. We've made a lot of improvements and a lot of modifications. But it's still like true Jersey Shore, Steaks, Chops, Seafood Towers. It's like nostalgic.
Do you have people like generations that are still continue to come back down there?
What's awesome about it is we have so much crossover. People from Ambler, people from Montgomery County that are like, we got a house in Wildwood Crest. We got a house in Cape May. And so we have some of our customer base in both places, which is pretty awesome.
That's cool.
And fast forward, 4 years, and we were like, what's next? What do we want to do? And we kind of all came to the table and said, let's not do the same thing we've been doing, which is more sit down traditional restaurants. And we opened up Glorious Sports and Spirits in Warrington, which is, for lack of better words, an Italian American sports bar.
Awesome.
Heavily
describe that.
Think of a sports bar environment, 40 plus TVs, whatever, 55 seats at the bar itself. It's 8,100 square feet.
Oh, wow.
So it's a
Massive.
chameleon. It's a chameleon in what we do there, And it's in a promenade on like two busy roads. And we're like, rip out the stage and let's make a pizza bar. So we put in big Moretti Forni double stack electric deck ovens, right? Surrounded by, white marble. And we basically have like what looks like a sushi counter, except it's like a pizza counter.
Oh, I see.
And we're servicing this massive space that has 2 simulators, ripped out the PDR, put in 2 simulators, outdoor seating, private dining room.
Golf simulators?
Golf and games. So
wow.
Games for the kids mostly, and golf for anybody that golfs.
Fun. Yeah.
Right?
I gotta come out.
You might get through the 18-hole round a little quicker this time.
I think I may have been there before now. I think MMR was definitely there once, at least.
Possibly.
Yeah, there's a good chance. Especially Warrington. It's a big hot zip code.
So yeah, now there's 3 in the mix. And honestly, what we're here talking about today predates all of that.
Yeah, well, that's a great segue. Well done, my man.
Pat on the back.
Yeah, exactly.
You're talking about Pizza Freak.
Set yourself up.
Yeah. What we've been talking about, this delicious smelling pizza that is baking right behind us.
Pizza Freako.
That's a great hoodie. Can I get one? Where do I get a hoodie?
It's like a billboard, right?
It is. I love that hoodie.
We had a lot of more subliminal things, and then Matt, McKinney, who we meet in a little bit, he blew it out with this one.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome.
It's a walk-in postboard around Philadelphia.
That's great. Yeah. So let's talk about it. I mean, you got some pies behind you there.
We brought you some lunch, brought you some snacks, chai. So this is honestly like a keep from going insane during the pandemic that turned into like a real passion project that turned into a real company. So McKinney and myself, we were working on the equipment end. That's Matt's main gig, is like restaurant equipment and helping chefs and helping restaurateurs put in smart, high tech and really efficient equipment. And we were testing out stuff during the pandemic at Drexel. And we were just like, how do we combine these pieces of cooking equipment and how do we showcase it? We need one product that kind of makes sense for like these steps of like cooking and cooling and all that stuff. So we started messing around with pizza. We were like, okay, square pie, artisanally made, all natural ingredients, yada, yada. Simultaneously, same exact time, our other chef in the group, Brad Kilgore, everybody, knows Miami, West Coast. If you're from New York, you know Brad Kilgore. But insanely talented chef. He's doing pizza pop-ups at the same time. And we're talking and he's like, dude, I'm doing this down here and we're doing this up here. Let's do this together. Like you're down there, but no one can really travel right now anyway. So let's just like see if we can make this happen from afar.
The Brads unite.
Yeah. It was 2 Brads and a Matt. And we start sharing notes and recipe development, and we're sending product down there and he's sending stuff up here. And then over time, it just became this actually really incredible frozen pizza. And it was never meant to be a restaurant.
Oh, so
it's never meant to be a pizza shop. I love your face right now.
Yeah.
Because it's frozen.
I knew that it was frozen, but
it's frozen.
Did it became a frozen pizza because you guys were sending it back and forth?
We are not one of these guys that open up a really nice pizza shop or make really good pizza out of a restaurant. Like I think the one that's most famous for it is Wolfgang Puck. I forget who the celebrity was that would order a ton of pizzas and he would just freeze them because he knew that he was going to order 25 pizzas. He's like, I'm just going to freeze them. I think it was some musician. We didn't go that direction. We started like, this is going to be the best.
You started a brand.
We want to make the best frozen pizza on the planet. And we're going to do that using chef and old world techniques. No stabilizers, no preservatives, no bullshit, just really good high quality ingredients made by chefs or designed by chefs. And that's still, the pinnacle. That's what we still try to achieve.
All right, I'm going to go grab one because it's literally right behind you. While we do that, can you tell us about the different flavors you offer and where we can find them?
Absolutely. So we keep this straight down the middle. So we have really 3 specs that we sell. We sell a 3 cheese retail product that
smells great.
We're using King Arthur bread flour, olive oil, agave, 3-day cold ferment.
3-day cold ferment?
3-day cold ferment.
Whoa.
Old school, Polish mix, cold ferment, divided, bake and go. Bake proof go. Once we have that, the crust, we then from there flash freeze, right? And then we top Bianco di Napoli tomatoes, grande 3 cheese blend, and that's your 3 cheese pie. So that's available retail, that's available wholesale. Now, what we also do, which we're very excited about is, and we're seeing a lot of traction on the wholesale side, is just the crusts.
Of course.
So the pizza-free crust, because the whole thing with this is a canvas. This is a building block for you at home with your family. And that's where this all started from, by the way. Me and Kilgore, we're like, he's a pizza nerd. He's a pizza freak. I'm a pizza freak. Obviously,
pizza
like,
freak, get it?
And that's kind of where the brainchild came from, right? And it's like, we don't want to have to do this whole process. We're stuck in our homes. What if we had an incredible, as good quality, or if not better, pizza shop experience, but right out of your freezer? And that's like where it really took off. That's like, we can do this. This is like, there's such a saturated market of frozen pizza out there. But like, if you look at the labels and you look at the quality and you look at like the price point, even like if you see something that's $6.99, it's like tires at a $50. Like there's something wrong here. Right. So our whole intention was to design this pizza to just be the most incredible, easily accessible pizza and just get it to people that are pizza freaks like us.
Well, you mentioned it is kind of a blank canvas.
It's a canvas for you to do what you want with it. So that's what we did for you guys today. So McKinney, who's sitting right to my left, he's been on this onion kick, which I love
pizza.
Can't deny.
I love onions on pizza.
Especially in the spring when they start getting a little bit, more like a little more.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's going to be on mic. It's all good.
Forget that. Well, okay. No, here's a transition. There's a hole in this chair because there's a hole in the bottom of the pizza box. Well,
well said. There's windows.
So yes, this is one of those.
It's amazing.
Aha moments.
Show that to the camera.
I don't want anything to fall off.
Look at that. Look at that crust. Look how dark and golden and delicious that crust
looks.
But
like, this is I hate it when you pull out a frozen pizza and it's like, take it off and throw it right in the rack. Like, no, I want it in the container, but just give me holes in the bottom of the container.
Well, we trademarked this. So
did you really?
Yeah, but this is the freak frame. So this is a 9x13 size, family size, if you want to call it that. Plenty enough food for family
or individual.
Or like come home late.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Late night.
Yes. Listen, it's family friendly, but it's also like came home from a show late.
Yeah. Just don't forget that it's in the oven.
That's
how many people have fallen asleep drunk with a pizza in the oven and like woke up with the fire alarm going off?
Oh, not that.
Okay. I know many of people. I have not, but I know many of people, and including my neighbor one time in an apartment in Philadelphia.
The worst is when it's pasta on the
charcoal in the morning.
Mac and cheese on the stove, and you just wake up and it's all just dried pasta.
Just throw that pot out.
Throw the whole pot out.
Start over.
All right, so this is
sorry. Going back to this as I digress, the freak frame. So so the whole idea is that within the name Pizza Frico, it is a double entendre. We're pizza freaks. It's a company, Pizza Frico, but also the Frico, the Fricco or Frico in Italian is that cheesy stuff stuck to the bread or to the outside or lasagna that bakes onto the pan. And it's like
crispy,
the best part. Crispy edges, right? Which is well known in Detroit style. That's like the whole idea. That's what they're trying to achieve. So we had this idea that if the cheese runs off and gets captured by something that can hold it in place, but yet get that Frico, we win. So that was the first hurdle, is getting the right size frame. But then it's 3 really different things cooking on top of a frozen pizza. You have a bread, which is super airy and already cooked, viscous sauce, and fatty cheese. How do we get these things to cook appropriately? And we were doing it, and the whole bottom was getting steamy and not crispy. And we were like, we got to expose this. How do we expose this, but still catch the cheese?
Not make a mess. Yeah.
Now we put the perforations in the bottom, hence the freak frame, and we've accomplished.
That's brilliant.
What we're trying to serve. So that's where the freak frame came from.
Should we?
I can't sit with pizza in front of me this long. Can we take a quick break and we'll come back with some best bites, try some pizza, and hear a little bit more?
Love to fire these back up, and these are also super resilient. So pre-baked, sit on the counter. Friends come over, put it back in for a couple minutes, and you're ready to go.
Perfect party food.